A guten Yom Tov and a guten Erev Shabbos, my dear friends. Today is Yutes Kislev, the 19th day of Kislev, the Chag HaGeula, the redemption of the Alter Rebbe, the first Chabad Rabbi. It is Erev Shabbos Pashas Vayeishev. Here in Brooklyn, we light candles at 4:14. Make sure to light candles. Pray for our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael. Men put on tefillin. And for the hostages, pray for the hostages to come back, and for Am Israel around the world to be safe, and for Mashiach to come. So the Chag HaGeula we celebrate today, that the Alter Rebbe came out of prison when his life was in danger, and the whole teachings of the Hasidus was in danger. And the story is told about the Alter Rebbe when he was in prison. They came two visitors to visit him. His Rabbi, the Mezritcher Magid, and the Magid's Rabbi, the Baal Shem Tov. Now they were already deceased at the time, but the Alter Rebbe said he came to visit him in physical sense. And he asked them, "Why am I here?" And they told him that this was a decree in heaven, because you're teaching the teachings of Hasidus, the secrets of the Torah outside. So there was some kind of a position that put your life in danger. And therefore he asked them, "What should I do now? Should I stop?" And they told him, "No, on the contrary. Once you broke this, once you gave your life, you put your life on the line, and you did this, now you can go, and you can go even better." And indeed, after the Alter Rebbe came out miraculously from prison, he continued the teachings of the Hasidus to teach and spread him and the Rebbes that followed. And the teachings of Hasidus today, the Alter Rebbe explained, is what really saves us spiritually. That's what keeps us going in this terrible exile. And that is what leads us to see, understand godliness, and bring godliness in the world, and to prepare the world for Mashiach. We find a similar story in this week's Torah portion. We know the dream that Yosef had. Yosef told his brothers the dreams, to the sun and the moon and 11 stars, they come to bow down to him. There were two dreams. And his father told him, what do you mean? Me and your mother and your brothers are going to come bow down to you? He was afraid that the brothers would be jealous. And yet the Torah says that the brothers were jealous. Ve'aviv shamar et hadavar. And his father kept the thing. What does it mean he kept the thing? Rashi says he was waiting to see, when will this happen? Yakov Avinu was waiting to see, when will this dream come true? And the question is, wasn't that a bad thing? Why would Yakov want that the brothers and everyone should come to bow down to Yosef? That caused the jealousy. And yet Yakov Avinu was waiting for it. There's different answers about this, but the Hasidus explains that the Yakov knew that ultimately the Jewish people will end up in exile. And he realized that in order to be able to overcome the challenges of the exile, the terrible challenges, you need to have some special power. And that power was in Yosef. Indeed, Yosef was so powerful that even when he was in a place in Egypt as a slave, involved in the lowest place of the world, yet he kept his holiness, he kept his righteousness. And that's why when the brothers came, and they came to see him as king, they didn't recognize him. Why? Because they didn't realize that a person like their brother can be holy in such a low place. But his father saw this power. This is why his father he waited, he says, when will this dream come true? That the brothers will come down and bow down to Yosef. Bowing down represents nullifying yourself to the tzaddik. When you nullify yourself and you follow in the ways of the tzaddik, that special tzaddik that gives us the strength during the exile, this is what gives the strength to the brothers. This is what gives the strength to Am Israel, to the Jewish people, to be able to overcome the challenges of the exile and to go triumphant out of exile and into the redemption. And that's exactly what is happening today. The triumphant approach that we're coming out of exile is with the Hasidus, with the teachings of the Alter Rebbe, by nullifying ourselves to the ways of the tzaddikim, to the holy tzaddikim that lead us, to the Alter Rebbe and the older Rebbes that guide us and lead us, and we follow in their ways. So no matter what happens around us, we know that with the koyach of the Torah, with the koyach of the Hasidus, we will be able to go out from this exile, in each individual exile. So on this day, let us commit to the teachings of Hasidus. Today we started the Tanya once again. Join us for the Tanya classes, the Daily Tanya classes, God willing, that will give, and that we finish in the cycle of the year. And Bezat Hashem will be able to go out from this galus, as the Baal Shem Tov says, that when the well springs of the Baal Shem Tov, the Hasidus will be spread outside, the Malka Mashiach will come. Have a wonderful Shabbos and a good Yom Tov.